The first decade of the 1900s was labeled as the Edwardian era, and technology was rapidly changing. The first automobile was introduced, and the Wright brothers ascended on their first flight. Imperialism was on the rise, and Oklahoma became a state. But despite all of the change in America, women still valued the traditional view of themselves and were not willing to let it go quite yet. During the day, women could be seen wearing long tunic jackets and ankle-length skirts. The skirts were long and had a train at the end. Any fullness on the skirt was only present below the knee. High necks were still prevalent within the outfit, but the bosom became less defined. The collars of the tops were wide and cape-like and fell off the shoulders. The length of the sleeves stretched from the shoulder to the elbow. During the evening, the dresses were a little more risky and daring. Dresses were often seen falling off the shoulders, and the fabric consisted of a lot of draping and was made out of silk or satin for the wealthy. When women were out for the day or outdoors, they wore tailored clothes. Women in the workforce often wore wool or tweed suits. They also wore tailored shirts, similar to those of men, with high collars. Women could often be seen wearing large decorated hats to various events, including the theater. The hats could be decorated with feathers, artificial flowers, or even stuffed birds. Their hair was styled wavy and was swept up onto their head or into a knot. The shoes were narrow and were often pointed at the toe, with a medium-sized heel. Women often wore pastel or soft colors. Over time, the general look of the female changed after Paul Poiret introduced a new design. His design consisted of a dress with a high waist, a slim, straight skirt, and plenty of lace, beading, and tucking. The corset was also loosened underneath. On an average day, men wore cutaway morning coats on top of single-breasted waistcoats. Their trousers had shortened over the years, adopted cuffs, and were creased. Unlike the Victorian era, pants were now much more form-fitting. Casual shirts for men often had a striped pattern. If men were to wear ties with their shirts, they were four-in-hand and slim-looking. During the evening, men could often be found wearing a sack or lounge coat. Dinner jackets could also be worn with a light shirt and a dark tie for nights out to dinner. The shirt had a very stiff quality to it, with wing-like collars, shirt studs, and buttons up the back. The tie was also worn with the dress shirt, and was either an ascot tie or white bow tie. Most men preferred to wear slim-fitting boxers as their undergarment, and they also enjoyed wearing lace-up leather boots or spectators as their shoe wear. Many men enjoyed wearing hats in the 1900s. The wealthier men wore top hats, while the middle class could be seen wearing bowler hats, straw boater hats, or Homburg hats. Girls were often seen imitating the fashion of older women. Their dresses fell at their knees, exhibiting lace or trim at the hem, and were short-sleeved. They wore woolen stockings and black lace-up boots. They accessorized with leather or lace gloves, a ribbon in their curly hair, or bonnets. Young boys were often found wearing sailor suits. These suits allowed them to be able to show their pride for their country through their fashion. Another popular garment was Russian-style blouse suits. These suits could come in one or two pieces, featured square collars, short pants, embellishments, and could be belted. Lastly, young boys could be found wearing simple trousers or knickerbockers, which were baggy pants that ended at the knee. La Belle Epoque trend consisted of clothing made from very luxurious fabrics, although could only be afforded by the rich. Many women could not afford to follow this trend and stuck with less expensive clothing. The Gibson Girl trend represented the perfect woman. The Gibson Girl was only a drawing of an imaginary woman, but her appearance was what all girls strived to be. This woman had a bigger bosom, a very small waist, and curvy hips. Her neck was long and her hair was piled on top of her head.